Hi, everyone. This is Dr. Kandis Locke at Somerset Health and Wellness Center. I am here with Dr. Polina Mak. She's the newest member of the Somerset team. So we wanted to just do a little video for you all to have you get to know Dr. Polina a little better. Hi, Paulina.
Hi everyone.
So, Paulina, tell us a little bit about yourself, you as a person, about your family life, and then we'll talk a little bit about what you like to treat.
Sounds good. Yeah, so I'm really happy to be part of the Somerset team, and I'm actually in Toronto. So I work virtually with a clinic. And my family life, I have a daughter who is going to be 2 in a few weeks. So that keeps us busy. We're always trying to figure out the routine as it is always changing. And other than that, I mean, we like to spend a lot of time outdoors, and on the weekends, we get to have a lot of family time together. And yeah, I mean, just like everybody else now, we're kind of like stuck at home, but trying to do as much as we can. So that's really how it is, at least at the moment.
Yes, and I know
Yeah.
the world has changed a lot over this last year. How are you finding, like, do you have any secrets around morning routine and working virtually from home in terms of managing family life with your virtual work life?
Yeah, it was definitely, I mean, it's definitely more challenging when, you have a child at home. So I'm really grateful now we have more of a routine where she is going to daycare. But yeah, I mean, honestly, it's hard because you're trying to set boundaries, but it's such a small space and it's so personal. You want to spend all your time, right, with the family. But yeah, I guess some tips and tricks is just to block out your time and just to commit to getting something done, even if it's in that half an hour and an hour, and not let any other noise or distractions kind of not letting yourself give into them, even though you might want to. But then I find it really rewarding at the end of the day when I feel like I've accomplished my tasks, and then I can be fully present with my daughter in the evening. So I find planning out my day, especially in the morning, setting the intention of uh, scheduling a little bit of time for myself in terms of self-care. That's made a huge difference. And trying to do as much as I can outside, even though everybody's, telling us to stay indoor. I find getting outside, gives me so much more benefits, even though, yeah, it feels like we were indoor for months. And I definitely felt the effects. So those are kind of my few tips that have been working for
Yeah,
me.
I
Mhm.
love that idea of blocking out the time and like just really ensuring that you accomplish those tasks. And even if it's one or two, I think a lot of us put that like, the 40 things on the list and then you only accomplish one and then you're mulling over the 39 you didn't get to, which is probably not very realistic. But
Just
that's
makes you
true because it
stressed.
does make you more present at the end of the day. You can kind of close your mind off from whatever your day entailed and really be present with your with you with your family or for other people with their family. So that's some great advice.
Mhm.
um Tell us a little bit about the your practice and the things you like to see.
Yeah, for sure. So I think a lot of people come to me for gut health concerns. So it could be anything from upper digestive issues with, reflux and GERD and anything going on with food sensitivities, or they're getting bloating, constipation, their bowel movements are not optimal. So that's usually how people come in to see me. But then we do more investigation, and we like to, I like to figure out why, the underlying cause of why you're feeling this way. So sometimes it's beyond gut health. We start looking into hormones and detox pathways, looking at your microbiome and genetics. So a lot of times it takes a turn, and we see, what's priority, what's happening for that person. Other people, anxiety and stress is really the number one priority, and we address that first. But all of it comes back to gut health. So anyone with IBS, even bacterial overgrowth, so SIBO, so where the bacterial overgrowth is happening in the small intestine, we can do testing for that. And that's really what I'm finding is the sweet spot
Yeah,
for my practice.
yeah, for sure. I mean, they call the gut the third brain, I think now. So that's a big piece of the puzzle. I think we can all agree that for sure. I mean, a lot of things are related to gut health. So that's
Mhm.
good. We're super happy to have you on board to address those kinds of things as well. Now, for the more serious questions, we want to know what kinds of foods you have in your pantry that you would keep secret. For me, it's chocolate. I love chocolate, and I probably have a
Yes.
bit of chocolate every day. But
Yeah, either you have a sweet tooth or you love the crunchy salty,
yeah,
right? Or maybe together, I don't know. Yeah, for me, I think it's more like the ice cream or like donuts. It's not like I have donuts around the house though, but that's like the first thing that comes to mind. But yeah, I definitely have some ice cream. And oh, chocolate milk, but I rarely have it, but I do love because my daughter's having milk. It's like I'm thinking about milk more. But yeah, I think it's like that creamy sweet texture. But there's definitely chips in the back as well, but it's not like I really need to have them. They're
yeah,
just there. Yeah, yeah. I
yeah.
think a lot of people assume just because we're naturopaths we only eat salad, but that's not the case.
Yes, that is very true. We also do have chips in our house too, but they're less tempting for me too than probably the sweeter stuff for sure. So that's
Yeah.
always my go-to too. Do you have any good books that you're reading, either fiction or non, or things that you're excited about that way?
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't reading, but I was more listening to the new book by Simon Sinek, so the Infinite Mindset. It's kind of like a business book, but it's also a mindset book. So yeah, they had a great interview on Spotify with him, and it's interesting how yeah he was discussing how a lot of us are trained and kind of lock ourselves into this finite mindset where we're only looking at the outcome, let's say in that quarter or in the next month, and that kind of hinders creativity and teamwork and collaboration. So yeah, that one is really a neat one and an interesting one
Yeah,
that's most recent.
I will put that on my list to read too.
Mhm.
Okay, what else do I want to ask you? So that was your favorite podcast slash book. I mean, I guess if I get
Together.
myself into this century, then podcasts are probably more common than
I know.
than books these days, but that just dates myself a little bit.
That's the I know it's a different reality now.
It is. It is. Is there anything? I love this question. It's a Brene Brown question. Is there anything that people get wrong about you that they're sort of like surprised by when they find out about something about you?
Yeah, I mean, there's a few things, I guess. First, people think I'm Italian, which I'm not, especially when I was using my maiden name. But and then the food thing, right? Like people assume, we only eat, the veggies and stuff like that, but we definitely are all humans. So I definitely enjoy food a lot, and I love tea and all of those things. So um, I think variety for me is key. So I love exploring like different cultures and cuisines that way. And I don't know what else. I mean, I guess a lot of people assume I'm in Ottawa these days,
Well, yes, yep,
which
that's
I'm
probably
not.
true. Yeah, for sure. Um,
Yeah.
and you have a challenge coming up, so maybe we'll have you talk about the challenge, and that'll be kind of we'll end on that note,
Yeah, great.
how people can find out about it. So let
Yeah.
the, the viewers know what you're doing.
Sure. Yeah. So this is actually happening next week. So you can still sign up by Monday, the latest of next week. It's a 3-day challenge, so completely free. I'll be hosting a live Q&A every day of the challenge. And basically the goal here is to create a morning routine. So I found, especially during the pandemic, there's so much uncertainty. Our schedules have been all over the place that a morning routine has really kept me grounded. And I think that's something that everyone can really relate to right now, and it relates to our self-care and again setting that intention for the day. So even though things are out of control, you feel like at least you have a little bit of control. You get all those important things done right away in the morning. So yeah, join me. It's polinamak.com/challenge, and it's going to be 3 days, really quick. But at the end of the 3 days, you're going to have your morning routine done. It's going to be something realistic that you can do, and it's going to focus on your priorities. So for some people, they want to focus more on the mindset and focus on stress management. Other people want to focus more on moving their body and getting outside. So whatever it is for you, it would be customized to your goals.
That sounds amazing. I'm already
Yeah, it's gonna be lots of
thinking
fun.
what I can do in my morning routine to add to it. What is there anything that you do in particular in your own morning routine?
Yeah, so I've started kind of like I mentioned before, going outside. So doing the exercise at home, I found to be okay and fun, but being outdoor and getting that sunshine, plus I'm doing the walking, plus I can even do some deep breathing. It kind of made it all very efficient. And I enjoyed it more. So I think the key here is like you got to enjoy it, right? Otherwise, a week or two later, you're not going to do it anymore. So that's definitely something I've been doing. Having more protein during breakfast. So like, whatever breakfast you're having, adding more protein to that. And yeah, I think that those are like the main two things for me.
Hmm.
Keeping it simple.
Yes. The outside thing is key for me too, even during when we were in lockdown in Ottawa with my kids, because I usually walk them to school. Even though school was at home, I still got them dressed to go outside, and we would walk
Oh,
to
nice.
school back at home. So we'd go around the block or find a snow pile to play in for a few minutes, so that it got them sort of set into that walking to school mindset. So
That's
I
cute.
like the idea of morning routine. That's great.
Yeah. For
Yeah.
kids as well. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Paulina, it was so nice to chat with you. And maybe what I'll do is when I post this on Facebook, we'll put in your challenge in the comment section so that people can find you to sign up for your challenge. And
Wonderful. Thank you.
welcome aboard on the Somerset team.
Yay. Thank you so much. I'm so happy to join you guys. And I look forward to seeing everyone in the morning challenge.
All right. Okay, take care, Paulina.
Bye.
Bye.